Time to go. Just got off work. Yes, sir. Always a good day when you get off work for the weekend. But GM just got weirder. What am I talking about? Stay tuned, you'll find out. Look at this idiot. Well, come on, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Jesus. People. Gotta get some petrol. So we'll be right back. Just when you think GM can't do anything any weirder, any crazier, they go and do something crazy and weird and totally redeem themselves. What is it, you may be asking? Well, what they've done is they have a problem with the 2020 Camaro. So they're doing what is a voluntary no sale or a voluntary recall, if you will, of all their LT Camaros, the 2020s that is. We're not talking about the LT equipped LT1 engine Camaro, or basically the LT with the V8 in it. No, we're not talking about that. We're specifically talking about the V6 Camaros. It could eventually go further down the line to the 4-cylinders or the 4-cylinder turbos, but for right now it is just the V6 line, and the reason for it is a possible problem with the emission system. A possible problem? You don't know? I mean, come on, you're gonna sit here and recall or ask all the dealerships not to sell your car because you have a problem? You think you have a problem? Either you do or you don't. I think it's just something they don't want to let us know about. Why in the heck would you do a recall on a possible problem? Now, earlier in the year, I reported that, you know, after the year 2021, 2022, somewhere around there, they have no further plans to continue the 6th generation Camaro. So everybody was trying to figure out what's going on with the 7th gen. Is there going to be one and all that stuff? And you can look back at my videos, or maybe I'll post it up there, I'm not sure yet, to find that. Well, a little later on, they come up and announce that they're also killing the Z28. And this was actually in the works. They had prototypes, they had R&D cars, that they was mules, test mules, that they was using to get the car ready for production. And we so need and so want a Z28 for the 6th gen because there's been one each and every generation of Camaro, not the 6th. And also, come to find out, they are abandoning the name IROC, which that might have something to do with, you know, the NASCAR and all that, because that's what the car was basically designed for, was so they could have the Camaro for the IROC Racing Series, or International Race of Champions. So, you know, you could see where they might not really use that again, although a lot of people are really hoping for another IROC. Now, they're just possible problem. But the further down the line, what is supposed to be going on, or rumored going on, according to GM Authority, is they're having trouble with the evaporative emissions control system, specifically the purge can area, which is venting too much fumes that's allowed by the EPA. Now, for those that don't know how the evap system works, basically your gas tanks are weather sealed. They don't have a vent, and everything is controlled by the computer nowadays. So what happens is your computer will read the pressure that is in your gas tank, because as gas sits and as gas wiggles back and forth, it will build up pressure. And when it reaches a certain amount, the computer will bleed some of that out to the atmosphere or back into the intake system and all that, to get it to go back through and try to get it reburned. Well, if it's not working properly, it could release too much vapors back into the atmosphere, which, according to the EPA and all the smart people,
I want to mourn the loss of all the old grove trees I've seen, and tell them that we love them.
That's part of the problem that's causing global warming and everything, if you believe it. You know, I'm not going to say whether I do or don't, but if you do, that's one of the reasons they say it's being caused. Now, as you may assume or may have assumed, however you want to look at it, the Ford guys and the Dodge guys are rejoicing. No competition from the Camaro anymore. Yay! But is that really a good thing? Let's stop and think about this for just a second. Whenever you have no competition, you tend to get just a tad bit lazy, right? Look at what happened when they stopped the Camaro line the last time with this car, the 4th gen Camaro. Now, they still made a good car. You know, I'm referring to the Mustang. They didn't have the Challenger then. But they still made a good car. It wasn't great. It wasn't powerful. Nothing special by no means. But it was still a good car. Well, they got lazy because of it. Well, then, you know, Chevy and GM was sitting there holding on to their... holding the plans for the 5th gen tight to their vest. And when it was finally released, it blew everybody out of the water. It made everybody take notice that, yes, GM and Chevrolet can build a great car. And it was proven so by Chevy Camaro outselling the Mustang for like 3 years in a row. Some want to say 5, but I've looked at the numbers, and the most I can find is 3. Because once they started messing with the design in 2015, it started going downhill. Then you had the 6th gen come out, and it really went downhill. And then they had the catastrophe front end on the refresh, the mid-cycle refresh that nobody liked. But the point is if you don't have competition, you don't really try to better yourself. You know, you get slack, you get lazy, and that's not good. Well, now everybody's caught up. You know, Challenger has their whole Hellcat series going on, and their Challengers and their Chargers. Mustang is really going strong. You know, the Coyote engine and all. You know, it responds really, really well to modding. Their new engine really responds well too. Very few modifications. I mean, you get great horsepower. So with all that said, with the Camaro going the route that it's going, it only leads to speculation of Mustang will go downhill again, and the Challenger also. Now back to the story. I actually went to 2 of my local Chevy dealerships to check and see what was on the lot. Normally they have, the one that's really close to me normally has one long line of Camaros, and the other one has like 2 to 3 lines of Camaros. And all they had was the SS's, the SS1LEs, the ZL1s, and the ZL11LEs. No LT models at all. No V6s at all. So I checked the back lots on the one that was close to the house, because you can actually drive around the place because there's no gate, you know, not getting in trouble and everything. And they had some on the back lot, way back in the back. So I asked the salesman, you know, if I could buy one of them just to see what he would say. And he said, no. He said, there's something going on with them right now and they cannot sell them. That's all he was willing to tell me. So it is indeed true that they are not selling them. It's voluntarily not doing it. Now, can you imagine how this is hurting the dealers themselves? Because I love it. It's raining like crap, and people want to constantly try to pass me. Look at this guy back here. It's hurting the dealerships because they're, you know, this is one of their bulk cars that they sell. Because not everybody wants a V8, not everybody can afford a V8 because of insurance, gas, and everything else. So this is really their majority of the car that they sell, the V6. So you know it's got to be hurting the dealerships. What's going to occur with that? What's going to happen with that? I have no idea. If I was a dealer, I would be ticked off, boy. I'd be wanting GM and Chevrolet to do something to reimburse me some kind of way to help out. But no 2020s. At least not for now, not until they get it figured out. And look, here's a V6 model right there. Look at that, nice black one. Get over here a little closer. But you can always tell that it's a V6 because no rear spoiler at all. It has that little dip in the middle and no spoiler. But yep, I saw for me for now. I just figured I'd get that out there so everybody on my channel would know what's going on as we go by this Camaro. Sorry for the camp, but I'm trying to drive, watching everything else in the rain. But no, V6 Camaro is for sale for now. Is this the precursor for more to come? I hope not. But anyhow, I want to put this out there for everybody on my channel that doesn't know, that we'll now know what's going on. Until next video, get out there, enjoy your cars, and we'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Now look at this. They are blocking 2 lanes of traffic. 2! For that I-beam. 2 lanes.